Hi, everybody. Tom Schneckenberger here again, the Data and Mobility Science Project Manager here at the University of Windsor. Before I get going on this quick video, 2 minutes or less, thank you for everybody who came out to the API forum a couple of Fridays back. I was personally overwhelmed with the response that we got for the engagement and for the conversations that came out of it. And most importantly, that there are so many willing people to take a leadership role in helping to drive this automobility regional initiative heading forward. Very exciting, and so are our regional partners. The newsletter this week is a bit of a review of what we took away from the forum. Things like how to engage our industry partners more effectively, how we go out and build a stronger vision, and together, why partnerships are so key. I listed a set of next actions. I'm really curious to see who wants to be involved in helping develop these next actions and what are the best practices for tying them together. This train isn't slowing down, so we want to make sure everybody's on board and their voices are heard. Leading into kind of our local projects and news, APMA recently awarded three of our Windsor colleagues with a cybersecurity or cyber mobility award. Dr. Mitra Mirhassani, Dr. Ikjat Sani, and recent grad Noah Campbell, who is now working at IBLS. All fantastic researchers or innovators in their own right, and we're really excited to see what they're going to be able to do in this connected, autonomous, secure, and electric space. Dr. Narayan Carr, I highlighted this because it's really coming out of the forum. We wanted to highlight collaborations, and Dr. Carr's done a great job on his most recent project in doing that. And finally, we're going 5G. Our campuses, both St. Clair College and the University of Windsor, are going to be 5G ready campuses. What are we going to do with that? How are we going to create the next generation of technologies? How are we going to become the research, testing, and innovation for automobility tools? Let's come together and let's figure out how we can secure our future here in Windsor, Essex. Heading down into what's happening around automobility, I encourage everybody to take a look at the AVIN ecosystem analysis. They just submitted their roadmap 2020. We are an AVIN regional test development site for cross-border and simulation technologies. They are the part funders of the VR Cave over at IBLS. There's a couple of really interesting tidbits coming out of this. One, in talking about the ecosystem and just where all of the components are going to lie. And I think when we've talked about automobility so far, one of the things we've always focused in on is, well, our supply chain and our manufacturing, and how are we going to get them up and running. But I want everybody to start thinking a little bit more broadly. Within automobility, within this shift to autonomous vehicles, we're talking about developing the right talent. We're talking about the operations and the software systems and the processes that go into these long-term endeavors, and then the adoption and the trust. There's everything from the manufacturing and lightweighting to social and human sciences and health initiatives on how we can embrace these systems and make our communities more livable. And if you look at some of the numbers down here, that's a lot of numbers, and a lot of this is just a lot of big numbers in Ontario, and Windsor Essex can be poised if we all push in the same direction to access and become a powerhouse in this space. And the last thing I want to highlight is just this idea of building the ecosystem. We're not going to be able to do this just as research faculty or as academic institutions. We have to know how to work within this framework with our private sector, creating incubators and accelerators, associations and standards, and the public. We have to understand how we all come together to build this as a long-term regional diversification economic effort. Once again, thank you, everybody. Take a look at all the materials on there, and I look forward to working with all of you here in the next coming weeks. Feel free to contact me at any time, and we'll talk soon. Take care.